James catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, we're the Away Team Podcast.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. 3, 2, 1.
Away Team
Podcast!
What's up? We are here with a late night edition of the Away Team Podcast.
That's right. It's 1 a.m. It's Sunday night, I believe.
Yep.
Sunday night. And yeah, we're ready to talk basketball. I mean, so much has happened. So little has happened that we can pretend like a lot has happened just because what has happened has been so funny in comparison, to average basketball news.
And our previous episodes have all been season recaps.
Yeah.
We wanna transition into more modern, up-to-date news. So we're gonna do that, and let's go.
Yeah, I mean, we've introduced ourselves to venture capitalists as the BuzzFeed of basketball podcasts. And so we're hoping that takes off. So leave us an LOL, OMG, a WTF, LMFAO. I think that's it. I think that about sums it up.
Yeah, if you want to spam the comment section with eggplant emojis, we will not stop you.
We will not stop you. We won't stop you from anything. Seriously, try us. In going with this more aggressive style, I think the first thing we should talk about is Adrian Wojnarowski. I mean,
dude,
how do you
just
say
because
it?
you're Russian
Woj?
doesn't mean that you have to go with the literal pronunciation for Eastern European names.
Wojnarowicz. Adrian Wojnarowicz has been suspended from ESPN for saying, quote unquote, "fuck you," sent from my iPhone, to a Josh Hawley, who is the senator from Missouri, in response to a newsletter email address. Like a do not respond. This is an unmonitored email. They found it, and what is ESPN doing? This is ridiculous.
I mean, I get that they've got to reprimand him for what he did, but on the other...
Why?
Because it's a public figure, and he made a public...
Why? It's not a public... What public thing did he do? He sent a private email to a newsletter that targeted him as an anonymous person, most likely.
I mean, that's the tricky thing, is a spam email address a public forum? That's the weird thing. I guess it sort of is,
Yes.
but we've all been guy who gets a spam email and wants to respond to that email, hey, fuck off,
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's just this, why is your job in jeopardy because you were annoyed by an email from a politician that you didn't like, and you said, fuck you, completely innocuously. You're not sending it to him directly. You're not blocking any official channels of communication. It's really ridiculous. I mean, people would send all sorts of garbage to government addresses all the time, back in the golden age of the internet, and nothing ever came of it. Now it turns out, no matter how good of a journalist you are, because Adrian Wojnarowicz is one of the finest players in the game we have at the moment. I mean, can you name...
He's the most important journalist in basketball.
If he says something, it is gospel.
Listen, I'm with you. I think that suspending him was overkill. Just make the guy apologize and move on with your life.
I don't even think the apology... really? He said, fuck you. Who cares? Who cares what he does in his personal time, in a personal email, to a personal newsletter that he received that he didn't want?
Yeah, but it's now a public comment, so...
Apologizing never helps, though. I saw his apology. It's just he didn't realize he was wrong. He's not wrong. That's the fucked up thing is, every time they make the people write these apologies, it's I had to come to terms with the fact that I did something incorrect in my life, and I will learn from it in the future. When necessarily, what the hell is wrong with responding to a Josh Hawley campaign ad who's running on, like, blood and soil politics, just saying, fuck you? Like,
I mean,
literally-
it's not the act that's wrong, it's that it's become a public issue. Which I think is like, okay, that's where the compromise comes in. He didn't think it was going to be a public comment. He thought it was going to be a private way of him venting a little anger against this guy. I get it.
Which
You apologize to the conservative NBA fans more than anyone, saying, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't think this was going to be public. And then you move on with your life. You don't suspend the guy. But I do think, like, an apology, yeah, that's terrible.
Dude, cops can literally gun down 30 children in the street and be on administrative leave with pay for, like, about 4 or 5 months.
Dude, I killed, like, 30 kids and I got a promotion.
Oh, we're gonna cut this from the podcast, right? No, in Fallujah, right?
Yeah,
the
dude.
one fateful day.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember about that. I was there watching with some binoculars. I was like, damn, this guy, he's really moving up in the world. Thought I recognized him
Chris
somewhere.
Kyle, in his biography, actually stole that from me.
He cited you as an influence? Or he didn't cite you as an influence? I mean, Josh Hawley would probably be on your side at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Which is the
it's-
ironic part.
As long as I'm killing Chinese kids.
Yeah. Here's the other thing that tangles this.
That being said, if we're gonna talk about Hawley, we should mention he is totally right about the NBA bending over backwards for China.
Right, so here's the final entanglement of this fuck you email that everyone thought would just go away. LeBron is on the hashtag FreeWoj train. I mean, he started it, and LeBron obviously is pro-China. So does this validate Josh Hawley's, look at this, all these NBA people are conspiring towards a pro-China agenda?
That's interesting. Well,
You know?
LeBron was the most pro-China during the original Daryl Morey catastrophe.
He should have just been like Michael Jordan said, Chinese people buy sneakers.
I mean, that's exactly what he's thinking.
Yeah, he didn't have to come out with all this, like, fake intellectual, like, China is a country with its own system of culture. It's just like, no, Chinese people buy sneakers, and the morality of our country does not matter when I am building an empire of commodities to be sold to people around the world.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think LeBron is the one to necessarily target over that. Of course, he is so public in the NBA and such like a...
He fumbled the ball hard on the China stuff, though.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did. His response was very weak, but I guess he had so much on the line that he felt like he had to,
That being
Yeah.
said, like, conservative people would have found a reason to hate that guy regardless of of his views on China, you know? Like,
yeah, absolutely.
alright, dude, enough politics. I need to tell you about Instagram Girl.
Who is Instagram Girl? Because neither of those things in combination sound like a good thing.
So there's a woman on Twitter. She tweeted, her name is Hi, @ugly_Anna.
What'd she look like? Is she a ugly Anna?
She's thick, THICC.
Let's see.
Okay. This is a live reaction, by the way.
Live reaction. This has not been predetermined. Thick Anna. So,
She's this sort of person.
So,
With
listen,
the most exposed cleavage I've ever seen.
me, charming, knows a lot about, I don't know, obscure music, can't get into the NBA bubble, but her, with thickness, is able to do it.
Yeah, dude.
Well, at least she admitted it, and then she said that, like, the season's ending because she brought COVID into the bubble, basically.
No, so what she said is, one sec, let me find the truth.
Too many thirst traps, dude.
So she tweeted, I already got invited to the bubble. Yeah, the season definitely ending early. And then Mo Bamba, who apparently only has 34,000 followers.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like almost as many as we have. So Mo Bamba tweets, @Spider Mitchell, what you doing, man?
Whoa. Is he the backup bitch? What's happening in this? It's kind of like the Olympic camp where everyone just has sex with each other.
It gets better. So then she tweets out, I wish it was him.
Oh my god.
And then later tweets, Oh no, now he mad, but he not mad about the original tweet. He mad about the tweet me saying, I wish it was him.
Who could it be? Who could it possibly be? We should do some detective work.
So my question, Dimitri, is, do you believe her? Do you think she got invited?
Probably, dude. Dude, Disney World is literally open right now. Can you believe that? Here's one thing that I don't think anyone's been talking about. When they said that the NBA season would resume at the Orlando Disney World bubble, I was like, okay, all of Disney World is dedicated to the NBA. And then 2 weeks before the NBA bubble opens, I hear, Disney World is reopening. Bring your family and friends. And it's like, yeah, there's thousands of guests at Disney World right now. How the fuck is this supposed to work? This is
I'm
insanity.
guessing they're not staying at the hotels with the NBA guys,
It's
right?
I really wanted to go to the yacht club, but Bradley Beal took my room even though he's not even playing, that bastard. Oh, this is a perfect segue into the Rondo comments. Did you want anything else to say about Ugly Anna? Do you think that she will cause the end of the season?
The only thing I wanted to say is I know dudes are bringing checks in.
Oh, yeah.
These horny-ass NBA guys are not going to go 4 months without getting laid.
Oh, absolutely not. You know James Harden's getting his fucking...
And dude, they're 19-year-olds.
Up and down.
They're
Yeah.
19-year-old dudes.
It should
I
be
don't
illegal.
blame them.
It should be illegal to not let a 19-year-old dude go for 4 months without sex. It destroys them, you know?
It makes you...
Destroys them more than anyone else in the world.
It makes you empathetic to Roman emperors who just cut off the balls of their servants.
Here's the thing. What if that turns them...
We're cutting that.
What if... No, we're keeping that. But, no, what if it's an apprenticeship thing, and it's my son, if you hold your seat in for now, you will become the most powerful basketball player the world has ever seen. And so the first completely celibate, no-fap basketball player, could be John Morant, possibly, just becomes the GOAT because of his ability to control, This is some mythological stuff we're talking about here.
And he enters the game and gets 5 technicals because of all this pent-up anger.
Yeah, seriously, he just snaps a dude's neck and gets sent to prison
Fucking
because...
punches Brandon Clark in the face.
Yeah, for no reason. That's how the world used to be, though.
Alright, let's talk about Rondo.
Rondo. Oh my god. Rajon Rondo. Where do we start? He's an asshole. But he was good for a while. He had really good passes. Rondo's current claim to fame is he showed up at the... do you remember? It was the Hotel Destino. I think it's the nicest hotel in the NBA chain. It's where the top seeds are staying. He takes a picture of this beautiful... it's not oh, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but it's you got a huge king-size bed, a fucking full desk with a microwave and a fridge and all sorts of other shit. It's designed very tastefully. And he's this is some Motel 6 shit.
Yeah, he's clearly used to having the best suite in the best hotels that is super spacious.
Rondo, if you're listening to this, please stay at a Motel 6 and tell me what you think about it, because there's nothing nice about sleeping on a thing that's covered in plastic.
Can I tell you my hot take about NBA players complaining about the bubble stuff?
Oh, absolutely.
Did you watch the J.R. Smith video?
Hmm.
So J.R. Smith comes in, and I guess all of the players got this NBA fuzzy blanket that looks super comfortable.
Uh-huh.
And J.R. Smith starts talking shit about this blanket on his Instagram post.
What?
It's the fuzziest, softest looking blanket I've ever seen. I lost all respect for this guy.
Wait, so you're saying that a bunch of players got this blanket and he was talking shit about them, but it looked like an awesome blanket?
Yeah,
Wait,
dude,
can you pull up a picture of this blanket?
Yeah,
I really
dude, it looks fire, man.
Dude, I want to see this fire-ass blanket. Dude, I'm sure it's gonna be a fucking blast at that place if you're not a fucking loser. I feel bad for all the people that are just, sitting it out for one reason or another. I respect the people that are willing to get, injured for no particular reason. If you're a Washington Wizards player, the whole team should walk out.
They didn't do that, bro. They didn't do that.
What's going on?
My fucking blanket. me show you this shit. Look at the blanket, bro. Look at the blanket, bro.
What are we looking at? It looks like a beautiful blanket.
Bro. What the fuck? Nah, I know Brian ain't got this. I know Brian, AD, these niggas out here 6'12". I know they not using this low-rise blanket, bro.
Oh my god. As if there's not like a fucking bed with an entire blanket on it, like right next to him.
I mean, look at how fluffy and soft
It
that
looks
looks.
awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I would love that blanket. Do you remember what I was saying, like, right before this?
No.
I gotta chill.
I don't know.
Yeah, I gotta chill. Hey, Snag.
It is ridiculous, though. It's like, you know, I understand. It's annoying to get a fucking stick stuck up your nose 2 feet every single day. And, like...
Yeah, well, I hope
risk
they
injury.
stick it up, like, even further for J.R. Smith. No, I'm just kidding.
They're like, we are actually going to do a suppository for you. It's actually 6 inches in girth by 8 inches long.
And then we're actually going to have to take the tube that we use the suppository for and put that up your nose.
We have to connect the two. The suppository
We just
and
need
the
more.
nose.
We need more evidence.
But, okay, so Rondo, I don't know if J.R. Smith is going to get his comeuppance for being a fucking, you know, thankless idiot. But Rondo broke his thumb, apparently, like, a day after posting at the Motel 6. Probably from, I don't know, just being fucking stupid. And now he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Lakers, you don't have Rondo because he broke his thumb? You don't have Avery Bradley because he's like, fuck all y'all? Who do you got?
Wasn't that... I was reading about the Avery Bradley stuff. I think it was... Like, there were family considerations there beyond just the BLM stuff.
No, yeah, I'm just being, bringing levity to the situation. Like,
Dude,
a lot of the
Rondo
players,
sucked.
Rondo,
Like, they were trying not to play him by the end of the year.
Rondo is no big loss for the team.
Yeah.
He should be lucky that he was staying in a room that nice. They should have fucking put him in an actual Motel 6, considering, like, the value that he provided that team. Rondo, if you're listening to this, I enjoy your behind-the-back passes and fakes, but, like, come on, man. Come on, man. And then Dwight Howard, yet another Laker, showing why I believe LA provides the most toxic media culture of all the cities. Dwight Howard says, I don't fuck with the social distancing shit. I'm sorry. I mean, come on. Half your team is just complete fucking twerps.
Yeah, I'm glad that the reality of why he didn't want to come to Orlando in the first place has come to fruition, because I never believed that it was a matter of him being so involved in these social issues, you know? Like,
I mean, who knows for how many it is. So I do wonder if Josh Hawley will be able to put White Lives Matter and, Heritage Not Hate on the back of the jerseys like he proposed, or if Wojnarowski is going to be able to fight that off. But we'll see.
one last note on Dwight Howard. How shameful of you to be against social distancing after the mother of your child died of COVID.
Well, it's just one of his children.
One of the mothers.
One of like 20 or whatever, right? I don't know.
Still, though, there were all these headlines about how distraught he was and how he's had to spend the quarantine raising this child, you know? And
Oh my god, I couldn't
it's like,
believe
how can you come out after that and say something like that? Being so anti-social distancing. That's really hypocritical.
Well, plenty of the people who are anti-vax love their kids more than anyone else, too, right?
He's
At
probably
least that's the
anti-vax, too.
idea. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure.
I bet someone gave him, 8 vaccines when he was a kid, and that's why he's so stupid.
I'm sure it is. What else in the news? I mean, Bradley Beal out. Fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, I did a YouTube video on the top 10 most important players not coming to the bubble, so check that out for some Bradley Beal takes.
Bradley Beal, I mean, he was their one fucking possibility. Davis Bertans was their second one, and they don't have either. But the Nets are so bad right now that it actually, like, who knows?
What I
Nets
think
are so bad right now.
What I think's gonna, yeah, but spoiler alert, 4 of them are Nets.
Yeah. The Nets are so bad.
It sucks too because there were guys, I was doing research on Dinwiddie and apparently he actually got really intense symptoms.
Really?
Yeah, he wanted to play and but he couldn't like work out or anything.
That sucks, man.
Like he was just insanely sick, you know?
It's really unfortunate.
Imagine trying to get on a fucking exercise bike when you have 103-degree temperature, you know?
No, it's not safe.
Like, it sucks for him, you know?
That really does suck. Yeah, and he was probably like, honestly, when he was playing the point, the team was better than when Kyrie was playing the point. Insanely. I don't know how. His efficiency was terrible. Like, his playmaking is like, whatever, but he's so much better than Kyrie because he, like, knows how to distribute. And Kyrie never learned.
Yeah, I had to watch some tape because there isn't a Wilson Chandler highlight reel on the internet without a water stamp. So I had to pull up tape and just look through some of his best games from this year.
Yeah.
So I watched some Nets games, and Spencer Dinwiddie's a boss.
Spencer
That guy
Dinwiddie
is awesome.
He is a fucking hard-headed dude, man. Like, anytime the Raptors played the Nets, I knew Spencer Dinwiddie would be fucking trouble.
It's weird too. His percentages are terrible. Like
They're
he's
bad.
low 30s from 3 and low 40s from the field.
Yeah, not particularly efficient.
But he, like, the
Creates
game
a
I
lot.
was watching, he was hitting step back 3-pointers over centers, getting switched on to JaVale McGee and just, okay, I'm just gonna like jay it in your face. Who cares?
Yeah, and he's a very good, he knows how to like position his team to get easy goals too.
Yeah.
Which is why his like plus minus is so good.
Yeah.
He's very good like at managing the floor, even despite personal limitations.
I still think with Karis LeVert,
The lone remaining fucking like
that guy's
average.
good, dude.
He's really
That
good.
guy's really... I forgot how... I didn't watch a lot of Nets this year because why?
Yeah.
I forgot how good that guy is.
Yeah, he's like I don't know, kind of his play style reminds me of Shea Gilgeous, just like the really like crafty finishes and just the unique kind of vision that he provides, but he's, I think, a lot more imposing and a lot quicker towards like the rim.
He's got a very fast and heady passing game.
Yeah.
Too. Like I didn't realize how good he was running pick and roll. He'll do those LeBron style, not full cross court passes, but like quarter court passes that are very, very difficult.
Right. God damn.
I mean, I just forgot that was part of his game. You know,
Yeah.
like I kind of like I remembered like the sort of ISO stuff, the attacking the rim stuff, but that I didn't remember how complete of a player he is.
Yeah, that's the thing. Completion in a player is very important. I think more and more players are going to go for it. Like Luka, very complete player, can score from anywhere, can assist anyone, can take good rebounds. Like very complete. Much more so than Zion, who's like amazing in his own right, but there's like clear gaps in his game. Or Trae Young, even though I love Trae Young. Do we have any other spicy topics to take on? I mean, this has been about a half pod.
Yeah, what else? Is there anything on the...
I got everything,
card?
I think. Oh, sorry, one more thing. The video of JJ Redick shotgunning a Bud Light in a kiddie pool, fucking awesome. I love JJ Redick. One of my favorite players on the team. Just like, he feels like everyone's weird uncle that just like smoked weed with them out of a fucking beer can and taught them how to play basketball.
When was the last time you shotgunned a beer?
Fucking, I don't know if I've ever properly shotgunned a beer. Maybe like 3 years ago. It's tough.
I did it fairly recently, like maybe 2 years ago. And it was, I used to do it all the time when I was like early 20s. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
It's not easy for older people.
No. I saw this in New York. We had this shit called Crazy Stallion, which was like a 24-ounce tall boy of like 6% malt liquor kind of stuff. And I saw a kid fucking shotgun one of those to to the dome, and I was just like, fuck, man. That is disgusting.
Dude.
But props.
You know that guy peed for like 40 seconds straight afterwards.
For sure. That's the only way to get it out of your system. All right. Well, do we NBA? We hope you finish your season. I'm rooting for everyone, especially the Raptors, especially if not the Raptors, the Bucks. I really don't want a West Coast victory. I think the East needs to show. The East shall rise again. Is that PC to say? The East shall rise again.
Jesus Christ.
Woj, get your job back.
I hope they send Woj to China as punishment. That's what I hope comes out of this. I hope he's... You know what? I'm going to go even further. I hope they send him to North Korea and he has to serve time in an internment camp.
I think that we should just do a struggle session locally where we just pelt him with tomatoes and yell shame, 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 shame until he apologizes for his actions and is able to be reinstated at a lower position at not ESPN.
Jesus Christ. Alright, dudes. That's it for tonight.
Yeah. If we see you online, we'll see you.
Follow us on Twitter at AwayTeamPod.
Yeah.
Check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/AwayTeamPod.
Yeah, we're going to try to stream more regularly. If you see this and comment on it, let us know what team you'd like to see us GM or whatever, because we have fun with that.
Yeah, we've been doing a GM simulation series. They've been a huge hit. So, we plan on doing that more in the future. Maybe even some more general pod research / audience outreach streams.
Yeah, keep an eye out. I'm going to work on some videos explaining the basics of advanced statistics as much as possible and try to demystify some of those, all-encompassing numbers you see on some of your favorite reference websites.
Yeah, and check out my video tomorrow on the most important players not going to Orlando.
All right. Peace the fuck out.
See ya!